Hi everyone, this is Adi from tarotforlifecoaching.com, and this is a weekly reading for Scorpio, and this is for the week starting the 27th of February till the 5th of March, And so it's for Scorpio for the week of the 27th. Please remember that this is a general reading, so it's going to play out differently for everybody. And also to different extent on how it's going to affect you. But it gives a general feel of the overall influencing. And if it doesn't totally fit with you, also check your moon sign and your rising, because they can be very accurate for some people as well. Okay. Also to let you know that this is, that after this reading there will be a week where there's no reading, because I will be away for a while, and it's I'm in an area where I don't have much electricity and no internet so much, so it's not going to be able to do the weekly reading for a bit, but I will be back soon. And there's also of course the monthly reading for March that you can have a look at. So I just pulled an angel card, and this is the goddess card deck from Doreen Virtue. So we're going to have, for that extra depth of the reading, it's just nice to get some extra information. Okay, Scorpio, let's have a look at your tarot cards first. Start with the Ten of Pentacles. Then we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. Oh, and then we finish with the Wheel of Fortune. Whoa, powerful. And then we have, wow, we have the Ten of Cups as your overall influencing card. So you've got a beautiful spread here with very powerful, beautiful cards. So we start the month with Ten of Pentacles, the month, and the week of the 27th. And the Ten of Pentacles is the top of the pentacle range, and the pentacles are anything relating to material aspects of our life. So it could be to do with money, but it could also have to do with projects we are doing, our home situation, things we're doing, gardening. It could be anything tangible, anything that we are practically doing or is manifesting in our life. And the 10 is the top of it, of the range there. So you have achieved in one area of your life, you have achieved this level of balance here. And it may not be only financial, there may be an aspect of more financial security for you if you've been working on that or have investments or something. But it just could also be that you feel better in control of your material achievements in one area or more than one area, where you've come full circle and you have come to the full point of it. And this is a beautiful start of the week where you really feel like things are in place, and it's not necessarily in every, please remember, it's not in every aspect of your life, but there must be an element there of having achieved what you wanted to do. You've worked hard for it, worked hard for something, and it's coming together, and it feels like you are over the worst of it, sort of thing, or have completely achieved it. So the Ace of Cups is a card that refers to emotions. Cups refer to emotions, how we feel about things, new starts emotionally. And you may well have a little bit of doubt about new beginnings. You may have some apprehension about it in terms of new emotional beginnings, new emotional connections. You may be struggling with that. So I don't know a specific area in your life, but anything where you feel love for, or have felt love for, or have gone into with an expectation of finding something beautiful. And at this point this week, somewhere earliest in the week, it feels like I'm not totally sure if I trust this, if this new start, because it's in reverse for you. And so there is a sense of either emotional drainage or not totally seeing the emotional potential that is in something that you are working on. And it may well relate to this Ten of Pentacles situation where you've already achieved so much, and you just can't really see the emotional aspect of it or believe in it fully. But this is going to change because there is the Wheel of Fortune in upright position for you. And it just says that the universe is smiling on you. It's bringing you opportunities and maybe love and maybe that connection with what you want to do and starting to see it again. It just opens you up again to a positive sense about what you're working on. You know, it may not feel so positive at one point, somewhere early in the week. Maybe it's just drained out of you a little bit. But the Wheel of Fortune is saying to you, don't despair. There is all reason to be hopeful. And this is particularly crowned also by the Ten of Cups, because it's just saying to you, the universe wants to shower you in love and in fulfillment, you know. This is a very strong home card. It's saying about being settled at home and having everything you need in the place you live. So it is the universe sort of showering this reassurance on you to say, don't get too down on yourself. Don't get down in yourself and think that things are not possible, or that you feel deprived of love or of hope, that you don't feel hopeful about the situation. There's so much potential here for your Scorpio in this week of really celebrating everything you've got and knowing that you can go forward and achieve all this new emotional connection, really. You know, there is a new emotional connection that wants to be there. It wants to say, it's knocking on your door. And you may not be totally feeling it or not feeling connected with it and not trusting it. And it's just asking you to trust it with the Wheel of Fortune in upright position. It's saying try to trust it if it's difficult for you. And because there's so much goodness here showering over you. The Ten of Cups as your overall energy card is just saying, you know, it's you've achieved your emotional fulfillment in one area, or there is the potential to fulfill it. So there's no need for this doubt that may crop up for some of you. Now let's have a look at your angel card, what it's saying. And it's saying body care. So the angels are saying you may well have to look after your body, particularly, you know, for some Scorpios. Maybe you have been deprived a little bit. Maybe you have been poorly and ill. Maybe your body is saying, I need to be cared for you. So there is a need for listening to that. And it could also be, as it is next to the Ten of Cups, that you find emotional fulfillment in maybe a helping profession where you help about physical health and where you help people maybe to connect with their own physical needs, you know. Could be, I don't know, it could be any health professional, really, to be honest, or complementary therapy of some sort. So you either give it to other people, and that's going to give you tremendous emotional fulfillment, or you just apply it to yourself, or both, I suppose. In a way, we all need to care for our physical manifestation, isn't it? We all need to care for it so that we can give to the world and give to ourselves and our family and our loved ones. It's the foundation, really. So be generous to yourself also, I feel. Be generous emotionally to yourself, that you look after yourself. That's needed. And your Goddess card is saying the arts. Express yourself through creative activities. So that's a beautiful way of healing also, and of getting your point across or connecting with other people. The arts are such a beautiful non-verbal way of expressing yourself, and go also to your inner core, really, if there's healing needed. Any way of creative activities. It doesn't always have to be music or painting. Not everybody feels like that. It could be just a project. It could be a lovely gardening project, or writing something and communicating in a certain way. There's so many ways of expressing yourself. And I feel that is important, that you maybe start to connect with that you start to connect with the potential of expressing yourself in some way or another, and certainly make yourself heard, because with the slight doubt or the slight emotional detachment that you may feel during the week at some point, it's really important that you speak or you sing your truth and you let it be heard. That's what I'm sensing for you. But it's very powerful reading here, and it's so beautiful. It really is about finding yourself, looking after yourself, appreciating what you've already have achieved, and not being doubtful about it. Just trust in the universe, because the universe is trying to help you progress and express further, express further. So, looks like a very lovely week for Scorpio, and I wish you a beautiful week. If it doesn't feel like it totally applies to you, do have a look at my website, because I do offer individual readings as well, specifically for your situation. And but do remember that I am away, so there will be a slight delay in actually doing the readings. I can sometimes, to a certain extent, reply to emails, but not that much. And but do communicate if you feel that inspired to do that. Okay, Scorpio, I wish you a beautiful week, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Thank you so much for watching and liking and subscribing, and all the support I'm receiving. It's so much appreciated, and I hope to see you very soon.